action. I remember way back, you ain't have no swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk, now you got new swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag.
So ladies and gentlemen, with digital assets, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hodl, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet so we have full access to our funds and no one else. Okay, you're talking about the DCENT wallet here. The link is in the description. The most easy and safe hardware wallet, enhanced crypto protection built on the highest security standards. What is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology, but there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give you my opinion. So today, coming in hot, we got some SBF news. XRP and Solana are on a tear. And ladies and gentlemen, where do you hear McDonald from Linqtu and what he has to say? But before we can even get started, I'm gonna need you to rub them hands together real vigorously and slide down Twitter. Coming in hot off the top rope, so we have GBEX, girl. GBEX is the powerhouse token of the Globiance exchange. You can literally use your free daily GBEX rewards to pay your trading fees. Take a look at GBEX. And then we have XRPL strong. As time moves forward and this amazing new banking model takes hold, the burn rates will increase tremendously. Adoption is coming. Are you prepared? We are talking about XDC and GBEX, baby. We got Solana on a little bit of a tear at 38.92. Come on over here to CoinDesk. First Movers America. Solana gains 50% in October. What is happening here? Up 250% year to date. The surge comes after last year's downturn when investors speculated the future of Solana after the collapse of the ecosystem's top backer, FTX. So let's take a listen to what Miss Tiffany Fong has to say about SBF.
He was also able to explain that in the early days, Alameda was the primary market maker of FTX, which might explain why Alameda maybe got some little special privileges early on, and that maybe they weren't initially put in place for any nefarious reasons, like stealing FTX customer funds. He was also able to dip into his little margin trading excuse, stating that he believed the money Alameda was borrowing from FTX was coming from the collateral of customers who agreed to participate in margin trading, or assets earning interest on the platform. He said that those funds on FTX were lent out to traders, including Alameda, and essentially that, Alameda was just another customer of FTX. He continued that in general, FTX didn't have restrictions on what people could do with funds they would borrow as long as they believed the risk was being managed. He said, "We didn't care if users withdrew funds to buy muffins, for example, or, maybe making hundreds of millions of dollars in investments in venture capital or political donations or, charitable causes, but,
Now let's spin the block real quick and see what digital asset investor has to say, along with Squawk Box, just to see if there's anything a little bit different.
And all that stuff, instead of telling what I think is the truth, which is that the government was behind FTX from the word go. We talk about that more in the private group today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's get the latest details from the trial.
They are putting it right in front of your face.
Of Sam Bankman-Fried. He testified on the witness stand once again yesterday. Kate Rooney was there, and she joins us right now with more. Kate, howdy do?
So Becky Bankman-Fried was aggravated yesterday on the stand. He was dodging questions, was scolded for not answering some of the questions directly. The prosecution called Sam Bankman-Fried's credibility into question yesterday in that cross-examination. They laid out inconsistencies, times when the crypto founder was saying one thing in public, but something completely different behind closed doors. They used Sam Bankman-Fried's media appearances against him. We had an Andrew interview in there, a CNBC conversation that I had with the founder in which he told me there were no conflicts of interest between his hedge fund and his crypto exchange. Attorneys presented him at one point with a book recently written about the crypto exchange and the collapse, but Bankman-Fried said that he couldn't recall saying some of those things. They went through other contradictions and what he said under oath in front of Congress. Then he was asked directly about private messages with a journalist in which he said, I'm paraphrasing, F regulators. That was after he had been lobbying for crypto regulation in DC. They also had him read aloud some messages where he called crypto traders, paraphrase it again, dumb mother effers.
Coming in hot, I mean literally, we are talking about Jenna X. Now watch before you lock up your XRP on BitTrue Official. For the XHA, you need to understand this.
Hey guys, it is super important that you read the fine details. Bitrue is partnered with Zahao and they are doing a minting event where you lock your XRP for XAH tokens, but read the fine print. What they are not telling you is that at the conclusion of the event, all of the XRP will be extracted and it will be burned for the XAH. That's right, it will be burned. You will never get this XRP back again. It's going to be lost, gone forever. It's not a regular lockup. So be sure that you understand that before you lock up your XRP for XAH.
So real quick, before I let you go, do you remember when I said uphold for the crypto, Linqtu for the Kraken?
Uphold for the crypto, Linqtu for the Kraken. See, Ripple is murder. She's to the burner.
Well, this is why.
In blockchain, in relation to financial services.
Yeah, I've spoken about this quite a bit and spoken to Joe and others within Linqtu. You know, we believe the future is all about tokenization, and that encompasses both cryptocurrencies and other types of real-world assets.
First you research, then you go research the research that you just researched, and then you buy.
That will benefit from being tokenized or digitized, being created on chain, traded on chain, stored on chain, etc. And we're seeing some continued positive signs. There was just a story a week or two ago about Larry Fink from BlackRock again talking about tokenization. There was a story today about Deutsche Bank, creating a Swift-like experiment around trading and settlement. We saw DTCC last week by a company called Securrency, thinking about how traditional capital markets, if you just think about DTCC and what they're doing here in the US, that walled garden, but trying to transform what they have with an eye towards the future around tokenization. So that train has long left the station. The question.
Why are you repeating Rosie Rios? Do you have any idea what that does to my bullishness? Okay.
It's going to be how quickly it really has a material impact and what that's going to look like. But that's a theme that we're very committed to through our Atomic Net product. What I love about it is the TAM, or total addressable market, is so much bigger.
Now, why would you say that again? Because now you got me thinking about Stephen Thomas.
Than anything we see in crypto, because it really can potentially encompass all assets and that exchange.
Did you say all the money?
In a digital format is really
basically
quite staggering and exciting.
Very exciting. Well, if you were to quantify it and see those numbers, that's what really gets the mind.
You're talking in the tens of trillions of dollars. You know, the studies. There was a study, I think 21.
Look at it. Look at the smile. Look at the smile on his face. Look how happy he is when he hears that. I know you, mother. Okay, let me go. Let me stop.
I came out a week or two ago talking about $10 trillion.
Goodness.
2030, if I remember correctly, and McKinsey's come out with recent reports on it. So these are legitimate organizations who have done a lot of work on it, who see the promise there as well.
Do you know what the blockchain monkeys do when they hear FUD?
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the Swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.